In this video, you're going to learn how to have instant confidence right now, okay? Not just when someone's just given you an amazing compliment, not just when you've got full hair and makeup done by professionals, not just when you've just had a couple of cheeky Sauvignon Blancs, okay? However small or large they might be, to get the confidence. You're going to be able to have an enduring sense of confidence that's yours to use at will, okay? And there's also an amazing announcement in this video as well, so stay tuned. Don't forget to smash the like button if you're excited to learn how to have confidence on demand. Let's do this. Hey, so I have notes for this video, so I will be checking the notes again because, guys, this is a one-take deal. Again, I'm demonstrating to you every week. I put myself on the line and I do the videos in one take. And the reason I do that is to demonstrate to you that it's not about perfection. It's about knowing your stuff. It's about being able to react in the moment. And it's about getting used to, flexing, building that muscle. Okay, confidence is a muscle. Being able to present on camera is a muscle. Being able to do your sales pitch, be able to do your sales call, be able to perform well in a job interview. It's simply a muscle. And with that, I'm going to use my branded cup to refresh with some pomegranate juice. Okay, so let's get into this, guys. So the first thing is, we need a little mantra, okay? We need a little mantra that you can use anytime if you're starting to have a wobble or anytime you feel like you just want to max out. Like maybe you feel reasonably confident, but maybe you just want to give yourself the extra edge, okay? So this is the mantra we're going to use, okay? It goes like this. Yes, I'm a bit scared, but I'm also really capable. And I know I can do this. Okay, so say it with me this time. Yes, I'm a bit scared, but I'm also pretty capable and I can do this. All right. Now, a mantra doesn't work on its own. We have to bolster it with some other things. So here are the other things that you need to do, okay? And this is going to be available somewhere around this video shortly, if not today, very, very soon. It should be by the time you're watching this. There will be a checklist. This is a Confidence Now checklist that you'll be able to download at your will. It's a completely free resource, okay? And it's really just putting together things that I've been teaching my clients over the years and helping you guys out on the video and on my Instagram lives. You should totally follow me on Instagram if you're not already, okay? Velody Official, very, very easy to find. And I often go on there and do IGTV. We have interactions and it's great fun, okay? So in order to get yourself confident, as I say, we need to build on what you've got the mantra. We need to give you some more resources. So I'm going to tell you a story, okay? Who doesn't love a story? This story is about survival. This story is about learning to fish. And this story is about facing your fears and what to do in that moment when the panic begins. Okay, so I'm really going to take you through that step by step. So bit of background, I went in a kayak last weekend and it was only the second time in my life I'd been in a kayak. And the first time was the week before when I was just in as a passenger, holding my dog, not even touching the canoe, barely looking at the fishing rod and just kind of having the experience wash over me, okay? But last weekend I decided to give it a go. So I was paddling and I ended up fishing as well. And I'll tell you about that in a second. But the reason why I want to share this with you is not to impress you, right? That on my first attempt, I caught 6 fish. We threw one back because it was a deep sea fish and I lost 2. Okay, so I brought 3 home. But the reason I'm telling you is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that wasn't plain sailing. And I don't mean that as a pun, okay? I didn't just rock up and go out onto the sea and immediately know how to fish, okay? I didn't immediately know how to deal with my fears. Now, we're out on the water, open water, and it's a kind of a cove, but we start to obviously go out a little bit further and a little bit further and a little bit further. And I'm like, okay, this is okay. I have a life, I have a life vest. It's bright orange, and I bought this bright orange life vest because it was the only color they had. And I was like, this is really embarrassing. It's like big and orange. It's like, these are the new guys on the block, right? The big orange life vests. But they were only ones the place had, and we needed to get them. So we're in our orange life jackets, both strong swimmers. And so I'm thinking, okay. But the river, the sea, I should say, started to kind of really get, maybe the waves weren't like mega high, but for me, it was a lot of movement, okay? And I definitely started to feel, the modern word for it triggered, right? The modern word, I started to feel like, oh, okay, this is less fun, and now it's becoming, we're bordering into scary. We're bordering into the fact that I'm very uncomfortable right now. I'm uncomfortable right now. I can't control this situation. And so I had to, I had to coach myself basically. And as I say, I use that mantra. Yes, I'm a bit scared, but I am capable. I've driven a long time. I'm a very strong swimmer. If anything was to occur, I can deal with this. But it still wasn't quite enough. So what I had to do, and this is the second bit that you build on the mantra, okay? What I had to do was get into the zone. I had to get into the respect for the sea. And I had to go, the sea, is the master here, right? I'm a visitor. I'm just visiting. I'm basking in the sea's glory and its majesty, right? One moment. That's just a little alarm telling me to come back to you, telling me to crack on. So, so we're, and as I say, one take, guys, the pressure's on and I have to get back to the story. And it's important that you stay with me through this because you'll have experiences like this where you get a little bit thrown off and you've got to get back on the horse, okay? So we got to get him back on the horse story in a minute as well. This is a big adventure we had at the weekend. So I'm there in the water and I'm starting to get very, very uncomfortable. So I had a couple of choices. The first choice I had was go into the discomfort, surrender to the discomfort, say, look, I really don't like this, and be taken back to the shore. Or, take my own way back to the shore and basically throw in the towel. This is too difficult for me. I'm too scared. I need my comfort. Okay. And I have to say that hands on heart, can't quite see, but hands on heart, I didn't get to that point, but I think I was like adjacent to, I want this to be over now, right? But I looked it in the face, I looked into that fear and I said, come on, look, the sea does this all the time and I'm a good swimmer, very strong swimmer. I trained as a lifeguard. Very strong swimmer. I can swim in clothes. I can swim with one or two limbs only. So I was like, look, there's really, it's that thing of there's nothing to fear but fear itself, right? And so I was like, okay, let's see if can I make it fun? And so I started to say to myself, can I make this fun? Like, oh, let's go with the waves and, and kind of, and I, so I started to just basically say, what if this was fun, right? What if I was enjoying this? What if I could enjoy this? What if this could go really well? And then Charlie that I was rowing with, that I was with, he said, have a go at the fishing. And I was like, you're just trying to distract me, right? You're just trying to distract me from the fact that I want this to be finished. But I took his advice. Like he was much more comfortable than me. And later he confided that he was actually really scared too. He was just trying to be strong for me, which shows you guys our actions matter. Our actions in the moment matter. We can be that inspiration that keeps someone else going if we're just prepared to go into our fear. So he went into his fear before me, and then he was able to help me through mine, okay? Then he gave me a couple of instructions and I absolutely smashed the fishing. I did better than him. Now, of course, he was doing more rowing. And, once we decided we had enough, we got three or four fish between us. And we were like, not tired, but like, I feel like I've done it now. I feel like I've arrived. I've bitten the fear. I've done what I need to do, but we're getting far away from the shore. And so sure enough, we started to go back, and there was a bit where the waves were crashing a little bit. And I was like, I don't like that bit there. There's like a swirl. And I think if we go near that, the water might crash us over, which we only had like a little bottle of whiskey with us and our clothes and stuff. So it wouldn't have been a disaster, but I was like, I still don't want to go over. I still wanted some control. And of course I wanted to keep the fish, right? Which we didn't want to lose them. So we had to kind of work hard, but it was teamwork, and we got there and we got back to the shore. Went back up, got dry, all good, came back down to see what, we were going to sunbathe and hang with the other guys, because with three other guys with us and two other kayaks, a single and a double. And we found this out. So one of the guys had felt poorly in the double, so he'd come back and he was sat on the beach. And the other guy had gone out in the double on his own next to the single guy. However, the swell started to happen, the current started to get strong, the sea started to sweep them around, and the guy on his own just got to the point where he was like, I just can't, the other guy was just basically being taken further and further and further away from shore, and he couldn't keep up, and he said, I'm gonna, I can't do anything, I'm in a single boat on my own, I can't really do anything to help him. He just had to come back and get help. So he came back, found somebody with a phone, rang the Coast Guard, hey, listen, my friend's in trouble, right? Now, by the time we got back to the beach, he'd already been missing 10-15 minutes, and it was a good hour before we saw him. And this is my point, guys. There's no life, there's no riskless living is no living, right? Do I think that would have happened to us? I think I have an inherent sense I'm sensible, and so we knew, like, we looked at each other and we were like, we've done well here, but yeah, you know, we had a common sense, you know, the thing about common sense, not always that common, right? But we had the sense to go, we pushed past our personal limit, and this is the goal, guys, and this is the bit you're listening for. It's about understanding, pushing past your personal imposed limit that's saying you're not capable, right? That's the confidence limit we need to smash. But you still want to have a sense, of course, of, you know, managing danger, right? We've got to respect mountains, right? We've got to respect the sea. So I'm not saying, you know, go out and go do some cliff diving or whatever, like, if that's not your thing, but I am saying I want you to lean in. Sheryl Sandberg says, okay, I want you to lean in to something that you're scared, or you're almost to the point of being scared, or if you had to do it right now, it would be scary. I want you to lean into a bit, okay? And I want you to lean in and think, what is it about this that's scaring me? For example, job interview. What's the worst that can happen in a job interview, right? I mean, you can be shown away, you know, escorted from the building, right? You can say a few clangers, right? I once had I haven't interviewed for many jobs because I've done my own business most of my life, but a couple of times I have gone for things like sales jobs to get sales experience. And I remember in one interview, I'm pretty good at interviewing. Obviously, I would say that, but I am. I've got sort of 8 out of 10 of any of the jobs I've always gone for. But I just had a complete blank in the middle of and I said, sorry guys, I've lost the entire train of thought. I don't know what was happening, you know, and it was a really awkward silence, you know, because they'd asked me something and I just wasn't getting it, and it definitely got to that awkward kind of like awkward turtle, the episode of The Office. It was like everyone was sort of looking around, going, no one's saying anything. This is really awkward. I didn't get the job, but I got another one that was better paid. So hey, it is what it is. But so guys, this is what I want. This is your home play. You know, I never give you homework, right? Who wants homework? Who wants to do that, right? It's not school, it's home play. And this is how you can develop yourself, develop your skills, develop, and develop your range of expertise, okay? So like I say, think of something coming up that's a little bit scary for you, or that you're doing okay, but you want to do better. Look in and go, what about this is a bit scary? Or what about this am I missing? What's the lesson? And I'm a bit wobbly about this. What is it trying to tell me? Because there is gold. Honestly, there is gold. What scares you can truly be what can transform your life. Like I say, I'm pretty conservative when it comes to things like deep water. But I learned how to fish. I caught my own dinner for the first time in my life. And now I think, certainly for the foreseeable future, maybe forever, I don't think I'll want to eat fish that wasn't caught that day, because the taste was so amazing, you know? So, of course, as I say, it's not about going hang gliding tomorrow, but it is about saying, what in your life could you do that little bit smidge more to either max it or do better? You know, do you need to go and ask for a raise? Have you been at your job in the same money for a long time, and actually you think, well, I can demonstrate to my employer that I've been having X, Y, and Z, you know? Have the conversation. The worst thing that can happen is they say no. They've probably got more respect for you. They're going to think you got better cojones, right? Or better ovaries, however we're going to call them, okay? So who doesn't want that? And of course, more money, more resources this day and age. We need that. You know, we want the bank balance to be good and healthy, right? It's been a challenge for a lot of people lately. So, you know, get thinking about your worth, get thinking about what scares you a bit. And as I say, use that mantra, come back to the mantra and look into the fear a little bit, okay? I'm looking into the lens because I want to make sure I'm looking right at you when I say this. So here's the mantra again, and then we'll wrap up and we'll just do a quick recap, okay? So, yes, I'm a bit scared. Or even, yes, I'm a lot scared. But I am capable. So I can do this, okay? It's going to be noisy now, guys. Like I said, one take, it's noisy. Deal with it. Thank you for bearing with me whilst things are imperfect, okay? last but not least, guys, just checking the notes. So don't forget to give me a yes if you can relate to being a little bit scared, but then going and doing something that maybe kicked your butt a little bit, but turned out great in the end. Don't forget to give me a yes in the comments. And you can even tell us a story in the comments if it's a really good story. And you know what? If it's a really, really good story, I'll talk about it in next week's video and give you a shout out. And thank you for doing that, okay? Second, if there's someone you know needs to see this video, then share it with them. Share this message, okay? Capable people all over the world are holding themselves back, guys, and you know it's my mission to make sure that mission-driven, passionate, good-hearted people stop stopping themselves and start getting themselves to it, okay? And we'll talk about, there's another we got some fun stuff for you next week, okay? Fantastic. So the last little bit is, don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video and you've got valuable content from it and you've learned from it, don't forget to click the subscribe button. It's a red button, I think there. And that means you'll get a notification. Click the bell as well and you'll get the notification when the next video comes out. You don't have to remember anything. Pop straight into your inbox, okay? Super convenient, and it's free content every Thursday for you, okay? I want to thank as well, this is a big announcement, so I want to thank everybody. Dozens and dozens of you have been following the channel in the last few weeks. We've really tried to make this great channel great for you in the last couple of months, and it's starting to show. We're approaching the 300 subscribers mark, and I really want to hit that all-important 1K before the end of July. So I hope you will help me in that journey. So please subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget, as I say, to share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Last two things, because this is always a bonus. So I have a private Facebook group where I do daily content. We had a great morning video yesterday morning, 7:30. Awesome way to start your day, and lots of little bits of content throughout the week there as well, okay? So it's called Confidence Tips with Velody on Facebook. You can just go ahead and find it. Really easy to do, and I'll pop it in the comments for you. And last but not least, yes, so very soon you'll see a link around to the confidence checklist. So don't forget to download that. It's a free resource for you, and it's going to help you guys, okay? As I say, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who you can help, and give us a yes in the comments if you can relate with the mantra. If you're going to try it, give me a yes in the comments. And again, a crazy story, and I will feature it in next week's video, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all my new followers out there. I'm loving you guys, and you're very patient to watch me today. One take, but that's all it takes, baby. That one go, that one thing. And this is the thing. Go do it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've already subscribed to the channel, but if you haven't, click on that red subscribe and also ding the bell as well. That means you won't miss when the next video comes out. I'm here to give you the best content that I can, so have a look on the channel and I'll give you as much possible value as I can for giving me your time today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.